Hello. So today's video is a bit of a recap and a look at our trip out to Tenerife. Unfortunately, we aren't in Tenerife right now. We got back a couple of days ago and have since had negative PCR tests, which is excellent. I wasn't organised enough to record this while we were out there, so instead of the wonderful beach and sunset that you could have behind me, you have our wall. Sorry. But anyway, we've just come back from Tenerife. We were out there for a week with family, doing a bit of cycling, a lot of relaxing, and just enjoying some sunshine. So I hope you enjoy the video. We rented our bikes from Free Motion, the shop that's based in T3 rather than Los Cristianos. Their website had a full kind of brochure of all the bikes that we could pick. And based on what I cycle here, I wanted something that was Di2 or, electronic shifting and disc brakes, especially given the descents that we'd be going on. So we ended up with a Specialized Tarmac SL7 Expert Ultegra Di2 with disc brakes. I ride a 54, Matt was on a 61, and the bikes were fantastic. We had to send off our measurements when we booked the bikes, so in general they were set up pretty well for us, but we did come away with some tools so that we could adjust it ourselves. I tend to like a slightly higher saddle than my geometry would suggest, so I kind of put it up a little bit, but other than that they were great to ride. I've only actually ever ridden Specialized on the Canary Islands because I had a Specialized Roubaix, I think it was, when we were in Gran Canaria. So yeah, I mean, it's what I'm used to exploring the mountains on. Handles really nicely, definitely feels quite different to the Canyon. It's less stiff, so it feels like it moves around a little bit more. But an awesome bike to explore the island on. Regarding what cycling is like in Tenerife, I only really have Gran Canaria and Denia, which is near Calpe, mainland Spain, to compare it to. And that second one, we kind of avoided all hills because at that point, I didn't really know how to ride a bike that well. It was beautiful, but I think I prefer Gran Canaria. There were just more cars and more tourists in Tenerife, whereas Gran Canaria seemed to be much quieter. I think there's also more variation in Gran Canaria in terms of like the climbing you can do, especially staying in the south of Tenerife. It was, if you wanted to avoid going east towards Los Cristianos and the busy areas, you could go west or you could go up Tidy. Two very, very good options. But Gran Canaria and the ranges that it has to offer in the middle with going to the Valley of the Tears and all of that stuff. And of course the Loop of Gran Canaria, which is still one of the most epic rides I've ever done. I think I prefer Gran Canaria. So we did a little bit of running in Tenerife. Well, I did. Matt had a bad calf, so didn't join me, and that kind of limited what I felt comfortable doing. But it was also through a main resort, so I felt pretty safe. I'd have loved to do a bit more running, and I think had Matt been healthy and fit, in terms of his injury, obviously he's quite fit. I meant like injury, not injured, fit. We probably would have been able to get across the coast a little bit more, and it's supposed to be fantastic. A bit more scrambling. There was a gorge that we would have had to have gone down and climb back up the other side, but it's all part of fun and games. So yeah, I wish we could have done more. I wish I'd done a bit more running, but the bits that we did do, especially that run at sunset, was lovely. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it's not been too painful. Not gonna lie, I have not enjoyed reliving how sunny and hot I was 3 days ago and how cold I am today. Please like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.